So every once in a while, a publisher comes out and says some really dumb, stupid stuff. And do you know what? We usually laugh at them, we mock them, but when they say something that's, really stupid, to the point where saying something this dumb should pretty much mean the end of your publication and its shutdown, then we have to take note. Because we've seen some dumb shit over our times, right? We've seen some really bad takes. I mean, we only just need to look at Reforged, right? And then, he's the king of bad takes. Or look at Unleashed. And they're like the epitome of bad takes. But every once in a while, someone comes along and decides, hold my beer because I'm about to one-up them and show the world just how much of a dumbass I am. Because when people don't realize how dumb and stupid I am, they don't notice me. So now I'm going to do something that is so outrageously stupid, so outrageously dumb, that I'm going to lower my IQ to less than a rock. At that point, the world takes notice. And cue on, we have this over here from Insider Gaming, who at this point, I would say no one on this planet should ever visit that website again. Because if you are going to make an article like this, you don't deserve viewership. You do not deserve anyone to come and read a single thing. Because anyone coming to read your articles will drop at least 3 or 4 levels of IQ. At least. They will be dumber for visiting your website. And we have a lot of dumb people on this planet already. We don't need dumber people. We want people to evolve, become better, learn. But no, Insider Gaming said, you know what? We've seen those bad takes on the internet and we're going to one-up them. Because why not? But before we get into the article, because, PETA issues statement on Palworld animal cruelty. Now, you may look at that statement there, that byline, right? You may look at that byline and thought, you know what? Well, maybe PETA made the statement and, they're just reporting on that statement. But that is not the case here. No. My friends. That is not the case. It's actually worse. It's actually a lot worse. It's really bad. Okay, but let's just look at the comments first, because I think the comments give a beautiful description of what we're about to go into. Them cooking, pal. Why can pals eat other pals, but we can't eat pals? Did everyone forget this game is complete fiction? Pass the lamb pal chops, let's eat. This shouldn't be a gaming article. Nobody cares. No way that statement is real. These animals aren't even real. I like how there's a major NPC faction in the game, which is essentially a dig at PETA. I knew PETA was eventually going to get involved. Like, some of these people haven't even read the articles. They're just looking at what was said there, right? We've got this over here. I swear the amount of moral outrage cute animal characters fighting each other has caused in the past 30 years is ridiculous for something so harmless. And let's not forget, right? This dude we're going to see is complaining about Palworld and how it handles the characters. The fact that Pokemon, you prison them in a Pokeball and then you set them out to fight to the death in a blood sport, that's okay, right? Pokemon fans are perfectly okay with this. Nintendo fans are perfectly okay with using their Pokemon to fight to the death for you. They're not fighting out of their own free will. They're fighting because you've placed them in a cage, and if they don't fight, they will die. That's okay. So, now that we've actually seen some of these comments, seriously, it's just a game. Get over it. People were waiting for this. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna buy the game again just because of this. I mean, PETA about to get cooked, and the reality is, when you look at it, when we go through the article, it's actually going to get hilariously funny. Now, as you can see here, 8 million PAL tamers on Steam in less than 6 days, and this doesn't include Xbox Game Pass PC or console. So you're looking probably somewhere in the region of about, 12 million now. That's crazy. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything. It's a video game. But we're going to kill our pals in order to survive it. It's delicious. It's a video game, not real. My God, it's a game for F's sake. What a clickbait headline. And it is. This has to be a joke. So let's go into the article, right? Let's go into the article because I think it's important we divulge into the article. Because is this a PETA thing, or is this just how low and degraded a institution inside of gaming has become? PETA issues statement on Palworld animal cruelty. Palworld continues to surpass every expectation and soar higher up the charts with each passing day. It has sold more than 7 million, 8 million now, copies since it was released less than a week ago. And that is only on Steam. That is not including Game Pass PC, Game Pass, Xbox, and of course Xbox sells on its own. And it's also not including, from what I hear, this game is also available on Epic Game Store, so it's not including those as well. So we're looking astronomical numbers here. And I know people are going to turn around and say Xbox gamers don't buy games. Just do the maths. Depending on how much Microsoft have paid them, divide that by $26, and then you have your unit price. That's how many copies that Xbox gamers have purchased. It's really that simple. At the very minimum, that is how much. To use the Guardians of the Galaxy example again, they paid $50 million to Square Enix. $50 million divided by $60 is 834,000 units. That is how many units the Xbox gamers purchased based on that 50 million investment from Phil, because at the end of the day, Phil is the one purchasing those games and giving it out to their consumers. So now that we've got that covered, because people don't know how to do simple maths or economics, let's continue. And it's so popular, it has beaten the likes of Counter-Strike on Steam, where peak concurrent players are concerned. Of course, now it's heading to #1 spot, trying to overtake PUBG. However, it's a title that's not exempt from controversies, and more than a few have surfaced since the game was brought to the market by Pocket Pair. For instance, there's a point of contention around the game's pals, which are more than reminiscent of Nintendo's Pokemon characters, but they don't ever compare it to Dragon Quest, right? The resemblance between the Dragon Quest characters, which came before Pokemon, is shockingly, astonishingly close. Right? It's almost like Nintendo said, right, we've seen those. We went to their development team and said, I want you to create all of these, but with minor differences, and we'll call them Pokemon. But no one talks about that. There are also claims that AI has been used to generate these pals, yet there is no substantial proof, so you can piss off with that statement. There's also the debate around animal cruelty in Palworld. Mate, I'll be honest with you, animal cruelty exists in almost every game. God of War, you go around killing wolves and dogs, bears. I mean, it's animal cruelty, right? In MMOs, the first thing you do when you go out into the wilderness is kill wildlife. Horizon, you kill, birds that are flying around. They're animals, right? You kill little creatures like boars and stuff in the open world. They're animals, right? You kill them to actually get material so you can craft stuff, like a leather pouch or something like that. It's stupid to even make that statement. But it gets worse. Because that's how we do it here, right? With users needing to capture, kill, and put to work a range of animalistic creatures. I recently reached out to PETA. So it wasn't that PETA made a statement. My dude, Grant Taylor Hill, the one that probably needs to go and find a new job, or maybe just go out and get laid, or just do something with his life that isn't this sad, pathetic, and, waste of space. I recently reached out to PETA to see how the organization feels about the claims of animal cruelty running rampant in Palworld. Of course, he doesn't care about any other game that's causing animal cruelty in a video game. Not in real life, by the way. This dude is so hurt that you can kill animals in a video game that he has to go and try and get an activist group to step in. That's how sad this Grant Taylor Hill is. I swear to God, this guy is beyond a joke. How is he still employed? If he works for me, I would fire his ass. There's no way I'd come out with a public statement apologizing for this article. Insider Gaming should be ashamed of themselves. They're aware. I thought it would be prudent to check in with PETA to see where the charity stands on the topic of animal cruelty and abuse in Palworld, which is a fictional, non-real life, make-believe video game. From the moment I booted up Palworld, I found myself punching the living daylights out of sheep and cat-like creatures, trapping them in Palspheres and putting them to work in my base, building up my early game empire. Yet, you have no problem going and killing wildlife to feed you, or killing wildlife to build your belts, or extra storage, or extra ammo, or you don't have any problems sticking them into a Pokeball and making them fight Bloodsport to the death. None of that you have a problem with. Now you do. You are one sad fuck, my friend. This is a game wherein you can equip cute animals with assault rifles and send them out to fight against other creatures. It has generated a buzz among activists who abhor animal cruelty, but what's PETA's opinion on the matter? Here's a statement I obtained from PETA's VP of Programs, Alyssa Allen. PETA has already heard from many Palworld fans who have no interest in eating pals and want a vegan guide created for the game. It's Veganuary after all, and gamers want to help animals by eating vegan in their game worlds and outside. You can eat berries. They cater to both. There were no comments offered in reference to setting up slave labor camps and forcing pals to work under the pain of death, though. What's your standpoint? How is this person still employed? Like, seriously, how does he even still have a job? This is a video game, right? But this is the part that really got me. Like, he's saying it so proud that I reached out to PETA. Like, you are one sad, pathetic human being that literally has no life, and your whole existence is nothing but to, just to try and stoke a flame that doesn't even need stoking. Like, I'd get it if this was in real life. I totally get it, right? I do. But it's a video game. It's a fictional video game. He doesn't have a problem where you play Call of Duty and commit genocide. He doesn't have a problem where you play bully going around beating the living fuck out of kids. No, none of that he has a problem with. He doesn't have a problem with GTA where you run into a building and wipe out the whole estate. He doesn't have any problem in that. He doesn't have a problem where you go and start punching people, running them over in GTA. No problem at all. But he draws a line in a video game about animals. You have to be a special kind of stupid to be Mr. Grant Taylor Hill, because he, my friends, has, in my opinion, eclipsed the stupidity that is Reforged and Unleashed. They were the cream of the crop. But at this point, there is no one dumber than him and more pathetic than Grant Taylor Hill on planet Earth. Because this article is beyond a joke. I mean, come on. My dude actually went to an animal activist. Can you imagine how that phone call would have went? Hello. Yes, I wanted to know what your opinion is on the animal cruelty within the Palworld. Is it where is this Palworld? Is it where is it located and what exactly is happening? Oh, they've got enslavement camps of animals and they are giving them weapons to use. It's totally outrageous. Oh, really? Really? Where is this? Where is this? Tell us more. Well, if you go to Steam, it's a PC client or the Xbox console. You can download it. It's a video game. Excuse me? It's a video game about a fictional island with fictional creatures that don't exist in real life. But it's still animal cruelty, right? Are you serious? What do you mean? This is like the epitome of... how can you allow this to happen? It's a video game. It's a video game. I think what you need to do is close this phone, right? Listen to me carefully. I think you should close the phone, call up your nearest hospital, get them to arrange a straitjacket, take you in, put you in a white room, close the door, lock it, and then just walk away. And then while you're in there, think long and hard about exactly what it is you're actually complaining about. Please don't call again, wasting our time. Have a nice day. But, beep. And that, folks, is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.